Today we're looking at the Femi 782 XL portable bandsaw. This bandsaw is manufactured in Italy. It comes loaded with features that you normally find on bigger bandsaws. This portable saw will allow you to miter to 45 degrees by swinging the head so your vices stay stationary. We don't have to swivel our vices. We can just swing the head around to 45 degrees. Also the motor, it's a 2-speed motor. This small little motor, 115 volt, 60 hertz, 1.3 horsepower. Plugs into a standard outlet in your shop, 115 volt, 2 speeds. It gives you 60 meters a minute and 80 meters a minute by the flick of a switch. Comes on and off very easily, no maintenance required on the motor. The blade, we use a 1/2-inch blade on here. It's a 1/2-inch thick blade, and some of the features you see on bigger saws are your adjustment of your guide arm. Guide arm slides in easily back and forth. You can adjust it to whatever width of material you're having so your blade keeps stability in the cutting area. Blade change is easy. There's a cover on the back. You remove the cover. Blade tension is right by this knob on the handle, so we can easily tension or take the tension off our blade, change it. Once it comes back on, you just bring this back in basically to a stop until it's fairly tight. You get it set where you want for your blade tension so your blade's got lots of strength, beam strength when it's cutting through. Large capacity on this saw, 4 1/8 by 4 1/8. The vise is on a lead screw here, runs on a lead screw back and forth to clamp your material. You can clamp square, round, channel, angle. We can cut aluminum, stainless, mild steel, a wide variety of materials in here. Once you get your material clamped in, you're set to go. Femi has a handle on here with a trigger for the blade speed. You use the trigger to pull down, start your blade, and then it's a pull down saw. You don't want to put all your weight and pressure on here to make a cut. It just cuts through nicely. You'll feel it as you're cutting. It'll come through the workpiece with very little effort. Not only is this saw loaded with features that come standard with it, there's also a few options that you can get for it. One unique thing about the 782 is the head will rise up to the vertical position, and then you can add an optional table that very easily converts this into a small vertical saw. Table mounts into your vise. You center it up, tighten your vise, square your head up. There's 2 bolts to square your head, so now you have a vertical cutting saw. Also optional is a miter guide. You put your guide in your table. The table has small slots in it, length stop on there, so you can cut through to get your shapes accurate. This also spins up to 60 degrees for angle cutting on there. Other optional equipment with the saw is you can get individual blades, or we also offer them in packages of 5. The saw is dry cutting, and even though there's no coolant, the blade remains cool to the touch, even after cutting through a 3/4 inch solid steel bar.